Welcome to the Clinic Diaries, and today we're going to be talking about blood donation, and I've got a really special guest who I thought would be an excellent person to discuss this topic with. So I just wanted to introduce my sister.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. So tell people why I've chosen you to be the person to discuss this with.
So first off, I'm Yar. I'm a medical registrar, and I'm also Adjura's sister. I have been giving blood now for almost 15 years, and essentially talk to all my friends about it, encourage them to do the same.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely say you've nagged me for a good sort of 2, 3, well, forever.
Since the beginning.
Yeah, for about giving blood. And truth be told, by the time I got round to doing it, then I wasn't allowed to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole nother show. But why is it so important, do you think, that we give blood?
I think we underestimate how much we use it. So for me, as a medical registrar, I prescribe blood to people on an almost daily basis, and I just prescribe at least 2 at a time. So that's at least 2 people who have given donations. So without those, we really couldn't function as an NHS, really.
Yeah, and I mean, why do you think people are hesitant, or what stops people from giving blood, or why are people not doing it, essentially?
Whenever I speak to my friends about it, it's not that they're worried about giving blood, it's mainly that they didn't really have enough information, didn't really know that they could do it, didn't really know where to go, how to go about it. And when I do tell my friends, they're always like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna come with you next time. And some people do, some people carry on, some people do not, you know who you are. But I think people are very positive when I speak to them about it.
Yeah, and so where do you go to find, because you're super clued up about blood donation. I mean, how many have you done now?
So I think I'm on number 29 now.
I mean, someone's keeping count. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot. So you are an expert blood giver. So where do you go to get all this information?
So when I first started, I went to the blood organ donation website, which has all the information you really need. It tells you who can give blood, it tells you where to give blood, it tells you stories about people that blood donations helped. It essentially tells you all the guidance that you need.
Okay, so once because you can go on the website, put your postcode in, and it gives you your local blood donation centre. So once you've done that, you get there at your time, what happens?
So when you get there, they ask you to fill out a questionnaire, and it talks about your medical history, your travel history, talks through sexual history as well. Essentially all different questions to make sure that you're an appropriate donor, essentially.
Yeah.
Then you go into a little room and you discuss those questions individually with your health advocate. Once you're approved to go, then they check to see if you're anemic with a small pinprick. After that, you get lots of chocolates and sweets and drinks to make sure you're fully hydrated. Then you go and do your donation. Someone will check your identity, and then put the needle in and allow you to give blood. After that, you get some more sweets, chocolate, drinks, make sure you're okay, and then you're ready to go.
So I think the question is, how much blood are they taking?
So they take about a pint of blood.
Yeah.
Which is approximately between 400 and 500 mils to suffice as 1 unit.
Is that quite a lot?
Well,
Is that half a litre?
It's half a litre, and we're very well to have without it for a few months.
Yeah, so you're not going to feel strange or weird without it?
No.
Okay, so yeah, it's not a huge amount and it goes a long way. So from start to finish, so you go in till the time you leave, how long does that take?
I leave about 1 hour for the entire process.
Okay.
But in actual giving blood, probably takes about 10 minutes maximum.
So as a medical registrar, you must see people getting blood a lot. So just tell us a bit about what this blood is used for.
So as I said, I prescribe blood on a daily basis. I'm a gastroenterologist, so I deal with conditions of the digestive tract. Often one of our main emergencies are people who are bleeding from the digestive tract, which can be very severe. So 2 weeks ago, for example, when I was on call, there was a patient who was vomiting up a lot of blood profusely, to the point where he needed repeat transfusions. And over a course of the night, he needed about 11 units of blood just to keep him stable. So So that is, every each one of those units is one person giving a blood donation. And you can give blood every 4 months, so that's 44 months of work just to keep someone alive over a 12-hour period. So we use it so much. We use it in emergencies, and it's vital.
Yeah, and I mean, that patient could have been you, it could have been your mum, your dad, or a loved one. So if you've got to have to think like that, really. So finally, for anyone that's really thinking about it who hasn't done it, particularly first timers, what advice would you give to them?
I would just have a look, have a read, see what's there, and I would really encourage you to go for it. And it's really straightforward and it's really easy to do. I would also say that people always mention, you know, people who receive blood, they should be the ones to give blood. But actually, anyone who's received a blood donation or anyone who's received an organ, that makes them exempt for donating any more blood or donating their organs forever. So we, the people who haven't received donations or haven't received organs, we need to be the advocates for those who can't to continue to give blood donations.
Yeah, and I think that's just a key message. Someone like me who kind of dilly-dallied around for a long time, I really regret not being able to give blood to the, you know, it's not great, but now I'm exempt, so, or I should say excluded from giving blood. So if you can, please think about doing it. If you have any questions, email me or send me a message. I'm on @theclinicdiaries. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter. Thanks for coming, thanks for having me. I mean, thanks for having me. This is your home. So.
Yeah, it is.
So thank you again. And hopefully you'll be back on to talk more about medical stuff.